Hi, do you know how to assign the oxidation number for all the atoms in the following formulas? No? No worries, join my class. Hi everyone, in this video we are going to explain the rules how to assign the oxidation number for different atoms. Please don't forget to answer the questions at the end of the video and put your answers in the comments section below. Thank you. I have divided the rules into two different parts. The one above the table, it's related to free atoms, and the ones in the table, they are related to atoms when they are joined to other atoms in formulas. The first case is with the free elements. Free element, it means that we have a symbol for one element regardless of the subscript. So all these are examples of free elements. The oxidation number for free elements is always 0, as I told you, regardless of the subscript. The second case, which is talking about monoatomic ions, like these examples, always the oxidation number it's equal to the charge. Like here, sodium, the oxidation number is +1, and sulfur, the oxidation number is -2, and boron is +3. So as you can see here, we have only one symbol with a charge. The oxidation number is equal to that charge. So the first two rules, we're talking about elements when they are free. Now, what about elements and compounds? We're going to talk about them in details. We will start with the group 1 elements, which are, as you can see them in the periodic table, lithium and all the way downward. All these elements follow the same rule, which is all elements in group 1 in compounds, they have their oxidation number equal to +1. So any element in group 1 always +1. What about group 2? Group 2, as you can see them in the periodic table, these are the elements of a group 2, and whenever we have an element in a group 2 is found in a compound, then its oxidation number it's equal to +2. As we can see here, magnesium, barium, calcium, all of them are elements of a group 2, so all of them they should have oxidation number equal to +2. Rule 5 about aluminum. Aluminum in compounds always has an oxidation number, it's equal to +3. So whenever we have aluminum, always +3. Rule 6 about fluorine. Fluorine in compounds always has oxidation number equal to -1. So till now, no exceptions. Group 1 +1, group 2 +2, aluminum +3, fluorine -1. Seventh rule about oxygen. Oxygen in compounds has an oxidation number equal to -2, but in fact oxygen has two exceptions: peroxide and oxygen fluoride. In peroxide, oxygen has an oxidation number -1. In oxygen fluoride, oxygen has +2. These are the only two exceptions. Other cases, oxygen -2. Rule 8 about hydrogen. Hydrogen in compounds has an oxidation number equal to +1, but also hydrogen has exceptions like oxygen. Whenever hydrogen is combined with a metal, the oxidation number for hydrogen is equal to -1. So oxygen and hydrogen, the only two elements that have exceptions. In rules 9, 10, and 11, you are going just to apply the above rules. Don't worry if you didn't get the concept from the first time, since we are going to practice a lot in the second part of the video about these rules. Rule 9, it's about binary compounds. Like here, oxygen fluoride, we start with the more electronegative, like fluorine. So fluorine is -1, then we find the oxidation number for the other elements. So always in binary compounds, we start with the more electronegative element, then we go to the second one. Another example, sulfur dioxide, and since oxygen is more electronegative than sulfur, so we assign the oxidation number first for oxygen, which is -2, and then we find the oxidation number for sulfur. Don't worry if you didn't get it, because we're going to practice a lot at the end of the video. Now rule 10 about compounds. Compounds like these, the summation of the oxidation number of all the elements in these compounds is equal to 0. And rule 11, which is about polyatomic ions, the summation of the oxidation numbers, it's equal to the charge on that polyatomic ion. It's different than compounds. Here it's equal to the charge. Let me summarize the rules for you again. Free elements, always 0. Monoatomic ions, it's equal to the charge. Group 1 plus 1, group 2 plus 2, aluminum plus 3, fluorine minus 1, oxygen minus 2 with exceptions, hydrogen plus 1 with exceptions. Binary compounds, as you can see to the right. Compounds, the summation of the oxidation numbers is equal to the 0. Polyatomic ions, the summation is equal to the charge of that ion. Now let's practice the following exercises. H2O, as we saw before, that the oxidation number for oxygen is -2 and the oxidation number for hydrogen is +1. Magnesium, it's a free element, so its oxidation number it's equal to 0. Fluorine here, it's also a free element. Don't forget that we have only one symbol regardless of the subscript, so it's equal to 0. Magnesium bromide, magnesium in a group 2, so it's a +2. Bromine, since we have 2 atoms of bromine to cancel the +2, each one is -1. H2SO4, the oxidation number for hydrogen is always +1, for oxygen is always -2, but sulfur, we don't have any rule talking about it, so we're gonna put it as X. Then we apply rule number 10, which is the summation of all the oxidation numbers, it's equal to 0. We multiply them with the subscript, so 2 multiplied by +1 plus X plus 4 multiplied by -2, all of them, they are equal to 0. Then we do the math and we find X. X is equal to +6, so oxidation number for sulfur is +6. Calcium carbonate, calcium is +2 since it's in a group 2. Oxygen is always -2 and carbon is X. We add the oxidation number multiplied by the subscripts. Calcium is a +2 with the subscript 1. Carbon is also subscript 1. And oxygen, we multiply 3 by -2. All of them, they are equal to 0. And we do the math, we find X equal to +4. The last one is slightly different. It's about an H4 plus. As you can see, here we have a charge. So we apply the last rule, which is talking about polyatomic ions. The summation of the oxidation numbers multiplied by the subscripts, it's equal to the charge of that polyatomic ion, which is here +1. After we do the math, then we find that the oxidation number for nitrogen is -3. One more example about calcium nitrate. As you know that calcium is in a group 2, so its oxidation number should be +2. Oxidation number for oxygen is -2 and N is X. Since we have 2 outside the bracket, so it should be multiplied by the inner subscripts. So now we multiply the subscripts with the oxidation numbers, we add them all together equal to 0. We do the math, then we find that X it's equal to +5. Now it's your turn to answer. Pause the video, copy the questions, answer them, put your answer in the comment section below. Thank you.